Hello, Astrologer Dawn here again. It is April the 19th, 2018. So I wanted to talk to you about some things that are going on astrologically that have to do with transformation of your structure and how things are going to change for you, especially from April the 22nd until the July the 10th of this year, 2018. The reason for that, as those of you who get my newsletter will know, Jupiter has been retrograde in Scorpio. Jupiter, the planet of luck, growth, and expansion, looks like it's going backwards. Never really a negative, even when it's going backwards. And because it's in Scorpio, which is about growth, this has been an opportunity, or this is still an opportunity. What area needs to grow? What is it that you're looking to grow in your life? Is it the relationship area, whether that's being in one, making the one in you more solid, getting out of one? What growth needs to happen for you in terms of relationships? Same with your career. Is it time to update your resume? You know, really look at what it is you have to offer other people and get clear about that and get clear about your worth and then what you're going to do about it. If you own your own business, you know, this is definitely a time to look at what growth needs to happen in order to take you to the next level. Slow and steady, it's just awareness at the moment. Finances, it could be an opportunity for you to look at, I need to make some changes here. I'm making less money than I'm spending, or it can also be the other way around. I'm making more money and I need productive ways to spend it, or ways that are in alignment with who I am, okay? Now, this, from April the 22nd until July the 10th, we have Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all retrograde. Now, on a bigger level, it's all slow moving. So on a bigger level, say how it affects countries or how it affects governments, because it is ruled by governments do rule what's going on at the moment, which is what's facilitating a huge amount of change. So we're going to slowly see even more changes. And this is all over the world in the structure of not just governments, but very large corporations as well. It's interesting because if any of you read anything about, companies merging and stuff like that, it seems like in America, at some point, there's only going to be one company, maybe Disney, maybe Sony. I mean, I'm not attached to any of it right now. However, it's interesting because, gobbled up, the malls are going away. Given that we are in Generation Z, which of course there is some crossover between the millennials and Generation Z, there's a lot of transformation that's going on around there. First of all, Generation Z, which is the age of about 15 to 22, are a larger percentage than baby boomers or millennials. So it's not, they are more technologically savvy. Look at your kids, those of you who watch this. They move at speed, quick. They don't understand why they can't have things happen quickly. Look at the kids from the Marjorie Stoneham, I don't know if it's Stoneham Marjorie Douglas Marjorie Stoneham, I'm sorry, whichever way it is. I did not research this, I'm just going from what I know. In Florida, quick. Got to get out there, got to do something. Again, this is not, when I do my stuff here, this is not an endorsement of one way or the other. This is just what's happening. This is just what's happening. They want quick answers. They went to the legislature, annoyed that this didn't happen, what that happened, that happened. That is their generation. So that is also going to make a huge shift to the way things are done. And certainly local governments and, our federal government, because that moves at a snail's pace. And that is not going to be compatible as the Generation Z all become of age, which is only 3 years, to vote. There's going to be a shift again. This is also the time when there is going to be a massive shift in how we do business. By the year 2020, 40% of the workforce will either be contractors, consultants, or have some other form of self-employment. And we'll have newer ways of doing business as well. Some of this is because of the millennials, because of their ideas and the way that they've lived. And remember, millennials are the youngest, usually born in 95. The oldest born in about 95. The youngest born, the other way around. Oldest born in 81, youngest born in 96. Okay. But Generation Z, they're all between the ages of 15 and 22. So there's some crossover that goes on. They're less likely to believe in the American dream. They are not interested in working for somebody full time the way their parents have and having work define who they are. They want freedom, so they want to create something. My 22-year-old son is a prime example in how those millennial / Generation Z works. So he tried working for somebody once. It didn't really work. So he started his own business based on a passion. He buys and sells these things called Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some of you will know what they are. You wouldn't think you could make money doing that. There's a lot of money to be made in that, and he does very well. Now, this has been something he loves been playing since he was 6 years old. And it didn't make any sense for him. Why would he want to go and work for somebody for $10 an hour when he could sometimes make $5,000-6,000 a month, and upwards, and would get to travel and would get to work when he wanted to work, which is only a few days a week. So, and do other things and meet with friends. And that is where we're going. So prepare your kids for that. If you've got kids that are that age group. And this is also part of the astrological thing that's going on. Jupiter in Scorpio is dig deep. You might want them to live the dream that you had. That's not them. You're going to need to follow their dreams. Saturn in Capricorn, you're going to need to put some structure. Get rid of all the stuff that's not working for you. Put good structure around things that are important to you. Pluto in Capricorn. So Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Transformation. What needs to be transformed in your life? Stop pretending that things are okay. Stop sticking your head in the sand in certain areas of your life. If you have the white picket fence, which I've been doing this for since 12/27/96, and in all that time I've had 4 female clients that had the white picket fence, the fabulous parents and the wonderful school experience and friends, and just fabulous. And all 4 of those women ended up marrying con men because they had no street smarts, of course, because you get street smarts by, living and being stomped on sometimes. So this is an opportunity for you to look at what is going on in your relationship. Is it where you want it to be? If it's not, what are you going to do about it? I talked yesterday about hoping. That's great. You can hope he'll change. How about you take some action? Not him, you take some action. What do you need to do to start taking care of you? If it's about moving forward in a relationship, set a boundary. We've been together this many years. We're either in or we're out. And if we're out, then you get to move on, and so does the other person. I'm not talking about that there won't be sadness or there won't be fears through all of these kind of things. But that's life. I mean, this is a journey. The destination is death. So you may as well get on board. The same thing goes for your career. Where are you at? There's transformation needed. Ooh, let me show you my big cup of tea. Look at this. British Builders Brew Tea. Delicious. Okay, career. Do you need to update that resume? What needs to happen? Are you happy where you are? 78% of the working population in America is unhappy, bored, overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, all those kind of things. Not all of them together necessarily, but if one of those things is, happening to you, it's time for you to take a look, because over the next 2 years, transformation is coming whether you like it or not. Also, those of you who are employed by others, you might find yourself laid off and you're going to have no choice to become self-employed. So what are the gifts, talents, skills, education, knowledge, experience that you have in a wide variety of areas, and how are you going to structure that so you can monetize it? Because really, that's the direction that we're going. And if you're over the age of, 26, really, 27, well, you're going through your Saturn return. If you're over the age of about 32, that might not be something that you recognize is coming. And it's coming fast and strong. By January the 20th, massive change. Don't know how, don't know where, don't know what. Somebody could be killed overseas. It could be like Kim Jong-un is murdered, or not advocating for this, or our own president, or a prominent member of our government. Could be captured, other countries. We already have that stuff going on with the nerve gas thing that happened in England. So there's a little bit more of that going on. Not much that we can do about that right now. What we have to do is really focus on ourselves. So April 22nd to July the 10th, transformation. What needs to be changed? Transformation, structure, growth, all around your life. And if you need help with that, please check out astrologydawn.com so you can see my services, my products. You can contact me at 520-419-5419 or email me at dawn@astrologydawn.com. And if you are watching this, you get a discount on your next consultation. Please give me the name Structure, and I'll know you've seen this. I look forward to seeing you when I see you next, and talking to you when I talk to you next. Enjoy yourselves, and actually I should say probably behave yourselves, and if you can't, at least enjoy. Namaste.